Sponsored brand video ads are one of the great opportunities on Amazon PPC right now because of the exposure it gives your listing and because of the relatively cheap pricing they're available for. It's no secret to anybody in the online world, the e-commerce space, that video advertising has become more and more popular over recent times as more people are spending more time on more devices, consuming more video content than ever. This gives us a great window in to people to show the benefits of our product and to really market in a way that's professional and converts at a high level. In this video, number one, I'm going to talk you through the strategy behind the videos we're creating right now. And then number two, I'm going to show you a free way that you can actually create videos of your own for your products. And make sure you stick around for that. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, thank you so much for your support on the channel. I really appreciate it. If it's your first time watching one of my videos, a very special welcome to you. My name is Ben and I'm a full-time brand builder and founder of brandbuilderuni.com, where we help people to build brands that they own and lives that they love. In fact, just today, one of our members posted in our community that they've decided that they are retiring in July at the ripe young age of 55. And honestly, I am pumped out of my mind. When we started putting content on YouTube, the dream was actually helping people to be able to build businesses that buys their time back so that they can make decisions on how they spend the rest of their time that's not dictated to by the bills that they need to pay. And honestly, I'm pumped out of my mind from that today. So if I'm seeming a little bit excited today, that's why, because it's amazing seeing what building a real business creates value in the lives of customers can do. And that's what I want to help you do today through the means of video advertising. Now, I did a video a few weeks ago all around a new tool called the Benchmarker tool by Selix. I will leave a link to it below that you can check it out for yourself. It's a completely free tool. And what I discovered in that video, which I'll also link below, is that there is a great opportunity for our brands, the brands that I own and manage, that to really expand our advertising in sponsored brands advertising. There are a few different channels of advertising on Amazon. The most common is sponsored products, where most people spend 95 to 99% of their budget. But then there's also sponsored brands and sponsored display. I won't go into great details on particularly sponsored display for today's video, but what we're going to be looking at is more sponsored brands. Sponsored products is your normal keyword or product targeted campaigns where you show up in those places on Amazon, whereas sponsored brand gives you the ability to really just express your branding a bit more, as the name would suggest. You've got like headline ads, which allow you to share more products, more images. You've got different things coming through on that as well. Like you can actually run an ad format now with like a lifestyle image and text. Amazon's giving you a bit more flexibility there because they really want to play to this idea of being welcoming to brands. And then you've also got something called sponsored brand video ads, which is what we're going to be focusing on today. Now, I'm not going to get into the mechanics too much of how you actually set up one of these campaigns because that will change over time. Amazon are adding new things to that all the time, but it is relatively similar to how you would set up a standard PPC campaign, except you just choose the video option when you go down the sponsored brands route. You can't actually have different ad groups within the campaign. So if you did want to test exact match, phrase match, and broad match keywords, then you would have to create separate campaigns for those. And Amazon recently have introduced products targeting within your sponsored brand video ads. Now, this means that you actually are able to show up a video ad on another product's detail page. We've just started testing these and running these ads, and they're showing up. We're getting impressions, converting, performing relatively well. But to this day, I still have not been able to find an example of one of these ads out in the wild. So if you find a product detail page with one of these video ads actually on the product detail page, I would love to see it. So let me know if you've seen one, what it looks like, where it appears. I don't even know on the page where it appears, but I figure if it's new, there's a lot of opportunity. And that's what I was meant to refer to when I was referring to that Selix Benchmarker tool, is that actually that showed us that there's great opportunity with sponsored brands advertising because not many people are actually utilizing this advertising format. Most people are focusing completely on sponsored products, which means there's potential for cheap placements. We don't have to bid as high with sponsored brands because there's more opportunity, less people doing it, supply and demand, all of those kind of rules in play. So we've been really working hard on increasing our video advertising and working hard on creating videos that are going to convert. And I wanted to share with you today the 4 key things that I sent to my videographer really to create these videos around in order to make sure that they do translate into sales. Because there's video and then there's video, right? You could easily create a video, and reminder, I'm going to show you how you can actually create this yourself for free. But then if you want to take it the next step further and you really want to get someone involved, but perhaps you want to get someone from Fiverr or Upwork or an agency to make one of these videos for you, chances are they might not be an expert in these Amazon video ads. And so I'm going to show you today what you can communicate to them that you want to get from these videos. And I'll also show you a couple of examples live on Amazon that I personally think are good and bad, and I'll give you the reasons why. So let's jump into firstly the 4 things that I sent to Charlie, our videographer, to create these videos in light of, and to really keep this front and center when we're creating. And the first thing is show, don't tell. It's easy to have a talking head on a video telling someone about how good your product is, but just like a picture tells 1,000 words, a video really paints 1,000 pictures. And so we really want to make sure with video that we're showing our product being used. Demonstrate the product in your video. I keep saying the first thing that needs to come up on our video is not our company logo, it is not some text, it is not someone's face, it is the demonstration of the product in use as soon as possible in the video, so people get an instant idea how these products are used. The video ad is going to come up when people are scrolling. So of course you want to try and stop that scroll and grab attention. And if people don't see the product that they're searching for, if someone's searching for a yoga mat and they just see someone's face for the first 10 seconds of the video, they're not going to be as attracted to it as if they see the product in use. So first and foremost, show rather than just telling. Second thing I said to Charlie is that we need to tell the story without sound. And however you do that, whether it is making it obvious through the visuals or with call-outs, text call-outs on screen, we need to make sure that we tell the story of the product, show the benefits of the product without needing sound for that. Some of our videos, we are testing voiceovers because we know that some people will put the sound on and seeing how that impacts conversions. But we're making sure even when we do have voiceovers that we actually have, we tell the story without the sound as well, to make sure, because we know from our research that 2/3 or more of people won't listen to the sound when they're scrolling through and looking at videos on their device. So it's really important that you tell the story without sound. Thirdly, then make sure you think mobile first. And now this maybe should be number 1. This is absolutely key. If you've ever run Facebook ads or looked at your stats for your website on Google Analytics or your Shopify store, then you will know that the majority of people now are browsing on mobile. And this keeps increasing over time. For us, when it comes to our website traffic, it's over 2/3 is on mobile. When it comes to our Facebook ads, sometimes upwards of 80% gets delivered to mobile. So I know, of course, we're talking about Amazon sponsored brand video ads here, which is a different platform, but we can kind of extrapolate that and realize that there is going to be a similar number of people shopping on Amazon mobile first, and so we need to think mobile first. We need to create our videos as if it were only being showed on mobile. So it's really important that we have a big text. I would recommend text that's a similar size to the text you've got on screen now. I see some videos and you've got like tiny paragraphs of text, and people on mobile just aren't going to be able to read it, especially as sometimes on Amazon the zoom capability, pinch and zoom, is not there. And so you just really need to make sure that your text stands out, short, concise, 1 sentence per shot maximum, nice big font size, with your product images as well, nice tight framing of the product. You want, if you've got a product, like a phone case, you want the phone case kind of taking up as much of that height on the screen as possible. You don't want the phone in the distance, showing off the scenery. Put the product front and center, make sure it's nice and big so people watching on mobile can see it really well. And then fourth, instantly show the benefits of the product. Remember, there are so many options on Amazon, and what is going to cause your video ads to convert well is by instantly showing the benefits. I'm going to show you a good version of that in a second, and how you can really create that. Remember, we don't want to just show the features, which is what the product does. We want to show the benefits, which is what the product does for the customer. If you don't want to have to create this yourself, or you want something higher quality, I'm hoping that this framework, you can literally rip this off, just write these points down, send them to someone on Fiverr, Upwork as a brief, or a video agency or someone like that. Send this to them as a brief, and it should give you a way better result than if you just sent it to them without any instructions at all. So a couple of examples, some whey protein here that I'm going to scroll down to. And the great thing about these ads, as you can see, is it takes up on desktop the whole width of the screen, and on mobile it takes up a good bit of real estate too. So that's why I like these ads, because if you click anywhere on this video apart from the little sound thing, it's going to take you through to the listing. Click on the image to the listing, click on the text, the listing, right? You're going to get really good click-through rate on these ads because they take up so much space on the screen. So it's really good. I'm going to say this one, I don't actually like this video. Despite how high quality this video is, you can see how much time they put into the videography. It's really dynamic, dramatic. They definitely grab attention. That's a good thing about this video, because you want to be able to stop the scroll. But, me personally, I feel like they have spent way too much time thinking about stopping the scroll than actually communicating the benefits. Because, as you can see, there's no text on screen whatsoever. So, I know this is a protein powder because I've searched for protein powder, and the bag is there, and the title is there to give me context. But why should I buy this protein powder over, this one here or here or here? What is it about this video that shows me? And isn't that peanut butter? I mean, protein powder shake. I mean, I don't even know. I'm confused by this, right? I've searched for whey protein to bring this up, and there's all these stuff going into the blender. I don't see what the benefits are of this product they're trying to communicate to me. I'm just confused because they don't tell the story, and I don't know, maybe there's some sound on this that they're voicing over it in the background. I don't know, but they're not communicating it to me without the sound on. They're not showing the benefits instantly, and they're not really communicating in a way that's friendly for mobile either, because someone's just going to look at that and not understand what are the benefits of that. So listen, nice video, super clean edit, lovely transitions, smooth as butter. But in terms of actual conversions, I would love to see the data on this, because for me, it just doesn't communicate the benefits. But if you own Bulk Eats, I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to see your stats and, maybe prove me wrong. But like with all of this, guys, I'm not, I manage over £20,000 a month in PPC spend across multiple different marketplaces, different markets, different products. So, I'm in the trenches doing this every day, but I'm by no means an expert. This is just my opinion and what I feel is working. I'm sure this is a great product, but I definitely feel that they could level up their game with these video ads here specifically for Amazon. I would imagine what these guys have done is actually created this for Facebook or something like that and just repurposed it for Amazon, whereas Amazon's a bit different to Facebook. You need to have these sort of things in place. So let me give you a bit of a good example. Electric toothbrush. So instantly revolutionize your brushing experience. You know what the benefit is, and straight away that first image is that connection, that magnetic connection, sleek magnetic charger, interactive display. It just instantly tells you what the product benefits are. Now it's probably a little bit short. You can have up to 45 seconds on these videos. I would say maybe highlight some more of the benefits with this. It's not necessarily a 10 out of 10 perfect video, but I think it just shows you some of the clear differences between the other one. I instantly know more about why would I pay £129 for this product over any of these. I can instantly see it's a real premium version, right? It shows me, it has the text on the screen, so it communicates without sound. It's showing me all of these things really clearly. So like I say, not necessarily perfect, but in my humble opinion, it kind of hits a lot more of those things that you want to see. And I would put good money on this video converting better, all things considered, right? Pricing in the market and all that kind of stuff, competition, yada yada. Horses for courses, but one against one, I would suggest that this video potentially is getting a better conversion rate. So in terms of how to actually create these, like I say, you can take this brief that I've given you and, go to Fiverr, go to Upwork and send them video or send them a product that they can then shoot some video of. Or what you can do is have a go at just creating something yourself, because you don't need to have a super cinematic video like this. In fact, Amazon may actually offer you to do a video for you, and really it's just a collection of still images with some moving text, and it really is just to take up that placement. So I would say at minimum is create something that's like almost like a slideshow on video that shows your product with a bit of movement, because then you can actually start running these ads, start taking some of these placements, and just growing your market share. So very minimum, do something like this. Go to canva.com, come to the just create a little account. You can create a free account. I don't have a paid account. This is completely free. So you can come up to templates and then videos, and it'll bring you to this page here. Loads of different options to look through. You might find one that immediately suits your product type, or you might have to customize it a bit. But let's say, for instance, we have a health product. So I'm going to go into this product here. And you can see that there's already a bunch of stock video in here. So I'm just going to use this template and just begin from here. And what you can do is you can either use the free videos that are in here, or you can use stock photos as well in here, which I'll show you in a sec. Or a good resource for free stock footage is pexels.com, PEXELS.com. And so I got some of these up ready just in for this video. So I searched for yoga, and all of this kind of stuff comes up, because the classic example from Donovan HQ is always the yoga mat. And so, let's say, for instance, we wanted to do a yoga mat here. And so, this is kind of like a health oriented one. These are all the different scenes down here. So 9 different scenes. You can kind of test this, and if you watch it, you can see what it does. So there's a bit of movement with the text as well as the videos. The different sort of points on the screen are moving around, nice big text. So this is a good sort of template to work with, because there's enough movement to keep engaged. Big text looks professional. And so what you can do is you'll need to shorten this down, because at the moment it says 55 seconds. The max amount for sponsored brand video ads is 45 seconds. So you will need to just chop this down a little bit. You can get rid of one of these or something. I'm going to delete that one. Now it's 48 seconds. And let's also delete this one. And now it's 42. So perfect there. So what we could do is, if we were going to be selling the yoga mat, we might want to sort of say the title of the yoga mat, which of course is the classic extra thick yoga mat. You can do a much better version of this than me, but we're going to just maybe just change that a little bit, push it over, put it up here, and then we're going to need to find, you could put your brand name in here, Ben's Yoga. Let's go, baby. And then we can find down the side here, you can find videos. And some of these are free. Some of these are, if you use the Pro option. Canva Pro is like $9.99 a month, I think, or even cheaper. So if you were to, let's type in here, yoga. If you were to get the Pro, you'd have way more options. Like all of these are Pro. You can see here with this little crown. But let's find some free options. The one without any crown things there are free. So let's find. You want to show the product in use. Of course, these are stock videos, right? So they're not necessarily going to show your actual product. So you got to think like whether you're trying to communicate a point about this. If you can get some footage about your actual product, of course, this is going to be way better. Or if you feel uncomfortable with, showing a more generic version of a product, you might not be able to find something that looks like your product. So obviously you want to make sure it is, very accurate. Otherwise, you might get some customer complaints. What you could do instead is you could take some of the images that you've got that you will have had prepared for your Amazon listing, and you can put those in. We're just going to grab one of these free images from here. But let's say that this is an image that we've had taken we've either had it taken, or we've done like a like a bit of a Photoshop job to create a sort of an image for our listing. We can actually put that in there, and then might want to just adjust that brightness a little bit so that the text, there's a nice bit of contrast on the text. And then we're going to go to the second scene. I'm going to put an image here as well, because I want you to see you don't actually need nice snaps in there. Canva's like real user friendly. It's nice. You don't need video to make this work. You could just use images and make them into a video with movement. And Canva has all these templates, makes this really, really easy for you. So if we were to go back there and let's play this now. See, there's a bit of movement there, a bit more movement. And you can have on here, obviously, the benefits. You could have 7 scenes. You could even use the title of your bullet points for each of the scenes that you've had created for your Amazon listing. Create one scene for each bullet point, one image for that, and one sort of title on the slide for that. Just create a bit of movement, nice little bit of background music, communicates the benefits of your product, shows the product in use. Really simple, free way of doing this, and it gets you up and running to be able to test some sponsored brand video ads. So hopefully that's of some use for you. I would say, if at very least, get this going for your products, because it's free. You can use things you already have from your product listing images, your product listing copy. It creates a nice new ad format that you can test, and hopefully should help you drive some more profitability in your business. If driving profitability in your business is something you want to keep doing over the long haul, then make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we don't really teach too many get rich quick things here. It's more about building a brand that lasts, building something that's sustainable over the long haul, so that you too can make decisions like our earlier mentioned member who is retiring early because of the business he has built in this space. Oh man, super exciting. If you'd like to know anything more or connect in any way, definitely check out a few of the things below, links to social media and links to more of our training and stuff like that. If you do have any questions for me, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video, as ever, please do hit that thumbs up so more people can find out about it. And I will see you in the next video real soon.